This is reading of page number 1 of the second chapter, Shah Abdul Latif. Islam is the religion of peace. God sent the Prophet as a blessing to mankind. He won people's hearts by his kind nature and gentle ways. His noble example was followed by many of his followers in all ages, all over the world. It was through the efforts of these saintly men that Islam spread far and wide. These holy men were extremely successful in bringing non-Muslims to the fold of Islam. In every part of our country there are shrines of such saints. In Lahore are the shrines of Data Ganj Bakhsh and Mia Misa. In Pakpatan lived and died Baba Fari. In Multan is the shrine of Ghaus Baul Haq. In Peshawar, in Quetta and in countless other towns and cities there are tombs of these men of God. In Sindh are the tombs of two great saints, Shah Abdul Latif and Qalandar Lal Shahbaz. The great saint Shah Abdul Latif, who is lovingly called Lal Latif by his devotees, was born in 1102 Hijrah in a small village called Halawel. The good Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb then ruled the country. Shah Abdul Latif's ancestors migrated to Sindh during the days of Tamerlane. They had come from Hijrat. Sindh was then a center of Muslim culture, and Shah Abdul Latif's ancestors liked it so much that they decided to make it their home. But no one would have remembered their names or learnt about them if many centuries later one of their descendants, Sayyid Habib Shah, had not been blessed with a son who grew up to be Saint Lal Latif. So students, on this first page we have some difficult words and idioms like in all ages means in all past days. Okay, far and wide means for long distance. Saintly means a person who has the quality of being good, kind, patient, religious person. They are called saintly men. And tombs means, tomb is the structure, a large stone structure of important person. And Tamerlane is Muslims past ruler who was I can name him Amir Taimur. Okay, in Urdu. Hello students, this is Sarfan here and you are watching and listening the first page reading and explanation of the chapter Shah Abdul Latif. Okay, this is our second day lecture of 9th class. So in first paragraph students, we will learn about the life of Shah Abdul Latif, that how he spent his life and why he was famous for. But in the first paragraph, author introduced the lesson from the religion of Islam and says that Islam religion is a symbol of peace, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his kind and blessed prophet for his beloved creature in order to teach the right path, given by God. They put their best efforts to spread the Islam's message. After prophets, their followers who were kind and gentle became the cause of spreading Islam quite distant places, and these followers were the reason to spread the Islam and convert non-Muslims into the religion of Islam, and they convert non-Muslims population into Muslims. Okay, in the second paragraph we learn that our beloved country Pakistan is full of such kind and gentle holy people who have shrines in Pakistan. In every part of our country we can find different shrines of holy people like Data Ganj Bakhsh and Mia Mir Sahib. Mia Mir Sahib in Lahore. Baba Farid Shrine is in Pakpatan. Ghaus Baul Haq Shrine is in Multan. And not just in these cities, but we have also two great saint shrines of Shah Abdul Latif and Qalandar Lal Shahbaz in the province of Sindh. So in the third paragraph students, here author starts the introduction of Shah Abdul Latif. Actually, Shah Abdul Latif had a number of followers who called him Lal Latif. Due to his gentle ways he learned in his life. He was born in Hala Haveli when Emperor Aurangzeb was the ruler of the country, and his forefather came to Sindh because Sindh was a center of Muslim culture when Muslims Emperor Tamerlane Amir Temur ruled the Sindh, and this was turning point of their ancestors, from after which they are always remembered. When Sayyid Habib Shah, the father of Shah Abdul Latif, was born in his home because he became the reason of his ancestors' history. Okay, students? जी सर, बैठे सर, कहाँ जा रहे हैं? कोई बात नहीं. This is the reading of page number 2 of the chapter Shah Abdul Latif. Shah Latif had a very sensitive mind. His heart was soon filled with the love of God. The beauty of nature aroused his feelings strongly while he was only a boy. He started composing poetry. He was also keen on acquiring knowledge and grew up to be a scholar of Arabic and Persian. When he was 20, he married a noble and good lady. He showed great kindness to his wife and lived at home for many years. His heart, however, turned more and more towards religion and devotion, and he felt restless in living a normal domestic life. When his father died, Shah Latif left his home and went to live on a mound at some distance from his village. A mound of sand is called Bhet in Sindhi, due to the fact that he lived on this mound for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, Shah Abdul Latif came to be known as the Saint of Bhet. To this day, he is famous all over the country as Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai or Shah Latif of the Mount. As days passed, Latif's love of God grew more and more until he found pleasure only in devotion and spent most of his time in prayer and deep thinking. His spiritual power grew stronger with prayer and devotion. So much that people began to be attracted towards him. Anyone who came to him was strongly impressed by his gentle ways, and his followers increased day by day. Close to the mount on which Lal Latif came to live is a natural lake. His poetic nature loved the calm atmosphere. He would spend much of his time sitting on the bank of this lake. As he sat there, he prayed to God and sometimes composed verses in his praise. Okay, students, so on this page you see some words like sensitive. So sensitive means a person who understands what the people need and being helpful or kind to them. Okay, and arose means to raise something, to enhance something. Okay, acquiring means to receive something. Okay, mound is a small hill of sand. Okay, and the rest of means is an idiom which means complete. Devotion means loyalty and love for someone, and calm means peaceful and quiet and without worried. Students, this is the explanation of the chapter Shah Abdul Latif, second page, and I am starting its explanation from its first paragraph. Okay, so in this page we come to know about the personality and his nature, that what sort of person he is actually. Shah Abdul Latif was very conscious about his surroundings and environment, and when he observed the beauty around him, he fell in love with God's beauty of creation. His feelings increased day by day, means every day, when he saw this beauty. In this early age, Shah Abdul Latif made poetry for God's love. He was fond of learning and getting education. He learned Persian and Arabic languages and became its scholar. At the age of 20, he got married to a good lady and lived with her for a long time. But he did not feel easy in normal life due to increasing of God's love in his life. So now in Second paragraph of this page, as Shah Latif's father died, he went away from his home and started living on a mount nearby his village. When he lived on this mount, he came to be known as Shah Abdul Latif because as he left his house, then he always lived and died on this mount. And in Sindhi we use bit word for mount, which means a rounded pile of sand and stones. So now in this third paragraph, students, with the passage of time, Shah Abdul Latif started spending time in love of God. His feelings increased day after day in this regard, and he went into deep thinking about God. This love of God of Shah Abdul Latif attracted the people towards him, and people became his followers. Where Shah Latif said there was a natural lake, and this lake brought a serene environment in his mind because it gives him happiness and satisfaction about God's existence and his oneness. He used to sit on the edge of this lake and prayed there and made different poetic words in the praise of God. Okay students, this is the explanation of second page of Shah Abdul Latif. This is the reading of page number 3 and 4 of the chapter Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. Shah Latif was not only a saint and a poet but also a musician. He found great comfort in music. His skill in this art enabled him to make many improvements and changes in the difficult music of his time. As in everything else, he loved simplicity and in music and musical instruments. He did not agree with the idea that music should be difficult, so he made it simple. He also invented a simple musical instrument and called it tamburo. It was like an instrument used by the Arabs, but the number of strings was different. To this day, the tamburo is popular all over Sindh, and old and young play it and sing the songs of Latif to its simple but moving tunes. Lal Latif died in 1165 Hijra on the mount where he had lived and was buried there. A famous king of Sindh, Ghulam Shah Kalod, was so devoted to him that he built a shrine over his grave. Latif's devotees collected his poetry, and this collection came to be called the Risala of Shah Abdul Latif. He was a poet of the people, so he wrote poetry in the language of the common man. This collection of his poems is so valued that it has been translated into many languages. One great quality of Latif's poetry, besides its simplicity, is its moving music. When you listen to it, even if you do not understand a word of it, you will be moved by its melody. Latif's Urs is held at his shrine every year on 14th Safar, the second month of the Muslim calendar. Many thousands of people gather, listen to the saint song sung on the tamburo, and offer their prayers. Many learned men read papers that tell about Latif's life and his poetry. Recently, a library, a rest house and museum have been built. The shrine itself has been rebuilt and connected with the main road. Its lovely white dome, representing the purity and dignity of Latif, can be seen from many kilometers. Latif's message is the message of love. He believed in the brotherhood and equality of men and pleasing God by good deeds. This, according to him, is the goal of life. So students, on this page you see devotee's word. So devotee means a follower of a holy man. Okay, and just this is the only difficult word of this page. Hello students, this is Sarfan here, and I am explaining here the third and fourth pages of the chapter Shah Abdul Latif. So now on this third page, author is telling us about the other qualities of Shah Abdul Latif. He said that Shah Abdul Latif just did not have only the qualities of a saint or a poet, but he also had the expertise of music. He loved music of that time and it brought him comfort. He was quite expert in making music and bringing changes in it, because according to him music should be simple and playable to its lovers. That's why he made some changes in the music due to its difficult operation that time. So he himself invented a musical instrument which is called tamburo, because the instrument use of Arabs had a lot of strings and it was quite difficult to play. And after its invention, it was used all over the Sindh and everyone could easily used it due to its simplicity. So second paragraph, this great saint died in 1165 Hijra and was buried on this famous mound of Pet, where he used to live, and Ghulam Shah Kalhuro, who was the king of Sindh that time and was an ardent follower of Shah Abdul Latif, built a shrine over his place of burial. Shah Latif wrote many famous poems and his followers after his death collected all his poems together and gave the collection the title of Shah Jorisalu. This collection was translated into many languages because he wrote simple poetry and was called the poet of the people. So in third paragraph, author says that every year his death anniversary Urs is observed on 14th Safar of Hijra. People come far from places to show their devotion and love for this kind and gentleman. Recently, so this is our last page. Recently, his shrine was rebuilt and now has a library in it and also has a museum in the shrine. So its wide dome shows the reflection of his kind and gentle personality. So in the end of the lesson, we learn the message of Shah Abdul Latif to his followers and his devotees. According to Shah Latif's message, the essence of life is to be caring and unbiased to the humanity. Means we should love human beings and should treat them in a kind and equal way. We should not have any grudge and prejudice against anyone in the society. This, according to him, is purpose of living on this earth for the human beings. Okay, friends.